we're now here at Ebisu station, which is our 5th station, right?
Many of you might notice, but it's the name of beer. And not only the station, but the place itself is named after the name of beer.
Wow, that's really cool. So, Ebisu, by the way, beer, for you who are not familiar, it's one of the most popular beer in Japan. So, that's why we're gonna go to a few places related to that, such as
Ebisu Garden Place.
Yes, and inside that, it's actually a commercial area with some offices, and it also has a museum called Yebisu Beer Museum. Another place we hope to go to is the Bashi, or American Bridge, which also has a long history. Plus, of course, a few other places that would be of interest to us and hopefully to you. We're on the Ebisu skywalk, and there are fresh poinsettia flowers here and there.
And also beer and here and there.
Yeah.
Or everywhere rather.
It's about noon now, December 12th, Saturday. Here on top of American Bridge, or America Bashi, which is just 5 minutes on foot from the station. This bridge has been here for more than 100 years. This was bought by the Japanese Railway Company in 1904 in America at the World Trade Fair. And then 2 years later, 1906, they placed it here.
What are those, Dina?
They caught my eye. And I was really hopping on the way here while we were walking at the skywalk. So I saw those beer lamps. I wish it was nighttime so they could be lit.
Yeah.
We're now here just outside Ebisu Garden Place. Behind this facade is the tower, which we hope to go to later on.
Ebisu Garden Place was built on a site where used to be Sapporo Beer Factory.
And Sapporo Beer Factory is the maker of the Ebisu Beer.
Yeah.
You know what? When I first came here almost a decade ago, we felt that this is like an oshare place. Oshare is like fashionable or chic in English. All the more now, in my first time on this side, I could really feel that it's chic. If you look around, you can see what I mean. So this is still outside the Ebisu Garden Place. The benches are colorful with painting, right? Of different things, like this is about soccer. Seems like circus and more. This is of musical instruments. This very posh French restaurant, Joël Robuchon. So that's the back side of the French restaurant. We're still outside Ebisu Garden Place. We're walking around and surprised to see these garden pots.
On my back, you can see the headquarters of Sapporo Beer, which created the history of beer, Ebisu Beer, and history of Ebisu. The former company was established late 19th century, so it exists more than definitely 100 years.
Wow. We're gonna go up to 39th floor of Ebisu Garden Tower.
39階でございます。
After walking around for almost 2 hours here around Ebisu station, we finally settled on the top of Ebisu Garden Tower.
39th floor.
39th floor to be exact, and we're just outside the Thai restaurant we're gonna go to. The name of the restaurant is Long Grain.
Founder of Sapporo.
Okay. Beer everywhere. We finally get the right great beer. Premium ale.
Yebisu,
Ebisu premium ale.
one of the 7 gods, bringing us luck.
The symbol of
The
what?
fishing rod on his right, and Thai fish under his left arm.
Only photos were allowed, so let's just tell you what we saw.
That's at the very entrance, and that's Ebisu God.
That's the main entrance overlooking the areas in the museum. And it's good for photo shoots.
And that's where we entered into the museum itself.
Yeah, that's the first Ebisu Beer. And the beer mugs. Then that's the first Ebisu Beer salon, built in Ginza.
That's when they won first prize in the World Trade Fair in Paris, France in 1900.
Whoa, long time ago. At first, the beer bottles were covered with corks, just like wines. Eventually, they were replaced with metal crown caps, just like the ones showed in this poster.
Eventually, beer became more ingrained in the culture, including literature.
Ah, that's why the famous writer, Sosuke Natsume, who wrote I Am a Cat, mentioned it in one episode wherein a lady said, "We don't have beer, but we do have Ebisu."
Plus, it appeared in mangas like Evangelion, Oishimbo, which I enjoyed last time.
And here are the current types and labels of Ebisu Beer. So that ended the museum tour. And honestly, I think it was fun.
Mine, of course, it's cotton candy beer, Ebisu Beer. Wanna taste some? And I wanna taste some of yours. Maestro. First time this year to have beer? Store, which is actually an alley full of shops. Sort of brings back memories of what, 80s? Looks so retro, right? It has, so far we just entered, has different kinds of shops, but mostly mom and pop. It's real estate agency. That's how they do it in Japan. They just put everything outside their office. And we actually reached the end of this town. Unfortunately, much less than we expected. Maybe because of COVID or just the way it is now. of our Ebisu station exploration, and we're at the opposite side of Ebisu station, which is west exit. We had a great day. I enjoyed the cotton candy Yebisu Beer. And so we're gonna go to our next station next week, which is Shibuya. Thanks again for joining.